Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So it's Sunday morning here, and basically it was Sunday morning. I normally put my husband's uniform for work in the wash, and it's time for me to make some more homemade laundry detergent, clothes washing liquid basically. Now I have I have pondered and thought about making my homemade laundry liquid for a number of years. In the past I've tried things like soap nuts. They worked out pretty expensive really for what they were, and my family weren't happy with the standard of wash from the clothes. So in the end I ended up giving at least half a bag to friends, and then I went back to shop bought detergents which they were happy with at the time. And a couple of months ago I came across a new way of making it. There are several recipes from America using Lux bars and different, we would equate to pear soap or something along that standard, and basically they grate it and bring it to the boil in a pan along with some other things, and they make it that way. There are other ones that use borax. Now, basically, in this country, borax is illegal for them to sell, so we can't get it easily. There is another format, I can't think what the name is, some form of borax that we are allowed to buy, but obviously it's not up to the standard. And there's a banner on it. So as I say, I came across a new way to make this liquid, and it was really exciting to me. So let me talk you through the products. So this one is, firstly let me say, all the products here are natural cleaning agents, so there are no abrupt chemicals in them, so they're all safe to use individually and in this mixture, and it's basically chemical free laundry liquid, so it's good to the environment, and when you do it it's good to your pocket. So as I say, this is Castile soap, so I buy this on the internet, and we managed to get a really good price for it, so we paid £10.50, and that's basically a kilo of Castile soap, and as we're only using small quantities, normally 1 and 2 tablespoons for different jobs, that kilo of soap will last quite a long time. And when you see, when I make this up, how much you can actually get from it, it's worth the £10.50 to lay out. I know it's a lot of money, it was a lot of money for me for just one product, but it is worth it. This can also be used on the skin for washing. So it's quite common for people to wash the face and the bodies with this for a scrub. You can actually do your hair in it. It's supposed to actually cleanse your scalp, so therefore rejuvenating the hair cells and making your hair grow thicker. I haven't used it for any of those things, and I'm purely using it for laundry liquids. Bicarbonate of soda is something that I've always had in the cupboard, and I've always used it with white vinegar for cleaning. But not only that, I suffer acid reflux, and I have done for many years now, and I don't like the thought of taking those, I can't even think what to call it, the Remy's, Reddies, something along that line. It's the after effects. It's okay for solving that one problem, and then you have further after effects from things like that. And what I've found is half a tablespoon of the bicarbonate of soda stirred into a glass of water actually helps ease my acid reflux, helps you get rid of any excess gas, helps you go to the toilet if you need to the next day. And as I say, along with white vinegar for cleaning agents around the home and baking, I buy that generally in the Asda for about £1. It goes a really long way, so I always have bicarb in. This is Epsom salts. We generally heard of these in the past as sniffing salts. And a lot of people may remember putting them in the baths, and it works along the lines of what we used to call Radox, bath soaking salts. My husband really likes a Radox or Epsom salt bath. He likes really hot temperatures to lie in the Epsom salts, and he said it gives his muscles some relief. So he enjoys that. He also uses sea salt sometimes as well. And as I say, that can be used as a cleaning agent around the home. And the next one, the soda crystals, is probably the newest product here to me. And it's great, you know. Basically, it softens the water. So where we are in Scammerdale in Lancashire, we have hard water. So basically in your washing machine, for instance, using hard water takes twice as much energy to actually wash your clothes. So by using the soda crystals, you can actually save yourself some of the energy that you're actually using in the washing machine. Again, it's an excellent cleaning product. You can actually clean the roasting dish after you've done a full roast, and you couldn't be bothered facing it, so you've left it for a couple of hours and then gone back later and it's crisp and dried on. Literally, you just pour a little water out the kettle, not too much, and a couple of tablespoons of the soda crystals in, and just walk away, finish your dishes, walk away, leave it for about 15-20 minutes, and it kind of forms like a frosted icing kind of setting on the top of the roasting dish. You just take your scour and you clean it as you normally would, and it just falls away, it just comes off. So, you know, another excellent cleaning product. And all of these together will make the liquid. So I've got an empty bottle from one that was previously purchased from the shops. What we're going to do is, as you would when you're baking, so you put all the dry products in first. So I'm just going to jump into the Epsom salts. It's a tablespoon each. Now, of course, I'm going to make a bloody mess here because the hole isn't as small as I'd like it to be. So I'm just going to put an extra half, let me spill it just. So it's a tablespoon of the Epsom salts. I'm going to put 2 of the half one in instead. So it's still 1 tablespoon, but I'm just putting 2 halves in to fit in the hole. So it's a tablespoon of the Epsom salts, a tablespoon of bicarbonate of soda, a tablespoon of soda crystals. Again, I'm just putting 2 halves in. And now that's all you dry in, so just a tablespoon of each. This is the kettle I boiled earlier, so the water is still quite warm, but it's not boiling. I'm just going to now this bottle in particular is 1,000 millilitres, and I've just left a little gap off the top because the recipe that I'm now showing is for a 750 millilitre recipe. So I've given that a good shake. Just let that foam settle, and you can still see it's quite clear. And now I'm going to put tablespoon. Oh, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of the Castile soap in. So basically I'm putting 4 half spoons in. Oh, stay down. And there we have our washing liquid. Now, this won't have any smell at all. Well, it might have a slight soapy fragrance, but nothing as in fragrances that we're used to for shop bought. So if a scent is what you and your family require, there are lots of essential oils depending on which ones you like. Lavenders, lemons, oranges, different flavours out there, different fragrances out there. But in the meantime, if you do have any laundry liquid softeners, if that's what you choose to do, you can add them in for fragrance rather than dispose of them and throw them away. Just choose what you've got and finish it first. There's no point chucking it in the bin and sending it to landfill. If you've been used to using it so far, finish off what you've actually got before you go and buy the new batch, and then start from there, you know, or use a bit of both and see how you feel along the way, because that's what I did for quite a while. I carried on using my detergents, and then I'd add baking soda, or I'd add white vinegar and different things like that, and I have played with it over the years. I've always been happy with white vinegar as a softener, but I must say I'm even more pleased with the soda crystals as a softener. You don't need to buy these brands that begin with L that smell really nice, but they cost an absolute fortune. I mean, I know when we used to go shopping for laundry liquids and softeners and different things, you're literally in the shop and it's a maths test, you're saying, well, that's got 370 mils in, but it's £5.80, and that one's got 1,000 and odd mils in, but it's £13. Am I actually getting a good deal here? Well, no, you're not. Buy the little one, because the big one's ripping you off there, So you have to actually calculate it in your mind, am I getting more quantity for less price, or do you basically just bewildering me with science and maths and think that I'm absolutely stupid? And it's heartbreaking because they get away with it and they continue to do it. You need to know what money you're spending in the shop. You need to work it out, make sure you're getting your money's worth. But I'd highly recommend having a go at this. And I'm going to do, as I say, my husband's uniform today, and I'm also going to start the pillow wash for the family, and do 2 pillows a day for the next few days. So this will be great for that. Okay, thanks for joining me today. I do hope you have a go at making your own laundry liquid, and if you could share this with other people who may love to see it, may just find it useful, I'd really appreciate it. See you soon.